should be live. There we are. And my goofy ass forgot to prep a Discord announcement, so give me a moment. And send. All right. Let's get in then. I have prepared a little bit of a showcase map beforehand. If I just... No, not DLC testing. Hey Brian, what's good? We'll be playing the new DLC today. Still using the Saga, or not? Well, this particular track is Jurassic Saga, but we're using more than just that. I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit. Right. So, for the people that just started watching, don't worry, we're doing all the showcase stuff up first, so if you're just interested in that, Saga's always invading, indeed it is. So if you're just interested in that, we're starting with that. I've prepped a bit of a showcase map here, so we have this swamp, which I thought was pretty perfect for what we'll be showing off, and we have a big old lagoon. I plan to use this more generally, hence the aviary here. But yeah, we're gonna start with the lagoon actually. Oh, how I've longed for these two. And you actually. Actually, let's start with Elasmosaur, which came with the free update. We'll just randomize the batch. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Hold up. Oh, yeah. Oh, they gave Elasmosaurus some incredible skins, it seems. Especially the male. That's very nice. Look at this. This looks awesome. We're gonna use that for the male. I want to see that in game. They really do a showcase for Rebirth. I just played through the campaign. But this obviously isn't a story DLC, so we're doing things a little differently here. There we go. I'm gonna turn the music way down. And yes, I do have my own music turned on because, duh.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Don't really care what Finch has to say. Yeah, no, this is cool. Okay, we're gonna start with the basic Elasmo first. It's the same model, it seems, from the last game. I don't think they made any changes. But the skins on the male are beautiful. Oh. Very cool. Right, let's grab a nest then, so we can see, well, we already wanted to. turn this on so they don't breed multiple times. We're gonna wait, and in the meantime, we're gonna look at Styxosaur, which is one of my favorite. Yes, one of my favorite evolution marine animals. So of course we have the luck skins on here. Let's turn this to night real quick. We have green, yellow, and blue. The males really take that to an extreme. Let's grab a green one for the males, and we'll do any random, and then we'll do, say, yellow for the female.
Stand by.
Alright. Let's release them. Wow.
Thesaurus to the park.
I'll tell you all now that I don't plan to discuss the whole controversy with the DLC here. I quite simply don't care to. Controversy ain't a thing I do on this channel. Let's go watch the Elasmosaur give birth. The icons look a little Mosasaur-like almost. Let's see. There they are. There. One is. Oh, a little buggy on the animation. God, you're a little gremlin, aren't you? Looks kind of cute though. I do. Oh, I like the noises. It's not cute noises, but I like the noises still. Oh, that's cute. Okay, that sound design is absolutely incredible. Gonna turn down the audio a bit more. There we go. Right, we're gonna do the same for the Styxos. And while they're doing their thing, let's hatch Shonisaurus. These are all the same, and no, that was on my old channel, so I don't have a showcase of the old Marine DLC, but if you played the first game, it appears they have the same returning skins. We'll go with... Yeah, we'll go Penguin for the female, and then... Don't see much difference in the patterns. Yeah, we'll do this, and then we'll go Orca for the male.
Incubation personnel, please.
Right, let's watch the Shonisaurus. I wish we could make half lagoon, half land enclosures. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Personally, I would have liked to see, for this game, that was my personal wish list, the water system for Planet Zoo.
We are pleased to welcome a Shonisaurus to the park.
That would have been my personal wish. Oh yeah, they're so cool though. Alright, let's watch the Styxo do her thing. The male is already on contraceptives, so that's good. And natural lagoons, which you can make without massive concrete walls. Well, I mean, you can sort of make something with that effect with the modular building system nowadays. Hold on. Did my audio just break? Okay. It looked a little weird on my OBS end for a moment. Let's see the stick cell babies. We have a little baby Stixo. Now, we're gonna have a quick look at... I'm gonna keep the Gonies and Contraceptives on for now. We're gonna quickly... Here's the adult. Really cool. Oh, there they are. There's a... Oh yeah, look. Little bioluminescent guy. I'm low-key just vibing to the track half the time. I really like Lost World's game theme. Are they going to kill each other? Not while I have combat turned off. That's an elasmosaur. I'm trying to look for the male. You can see the aviary force fields. Where is the male Stixo? Oh yeah, no, that's awesome. That's very cool. Right, now, Gonisaur. You're gonna have to wait a hot moment. In the meantime, we have this area. There is a live prey feeder over here. I don't even expect them to go that far. I turned this all into deep water for obvious reasons. Everyone knows what's in this DLC. Birth imminence. I really thought these swam faster, but hey. Okay, let's see. Oh, look at that, there's two. Very nice. They look about the same, but then, like, what do you do with something like this, right? Alright, we're gonna put these back on contraceptives. Thumbnail right there. Yep, possibly. Is my thing bugged? Hold on, I'm gonna refresh the page. Right, we're gonna just leave those guys all in here. Hold on, I wanna quickly. Yeah, okay, not much there. We're saving him for last. This Matasukas. Very nice little guy. We're gonna just release a bunch into the enclosure.
Procedure complete.
I'm gonna see here. And it looks like you can see on the shoulder spikes, the females do indeed have larger spikes, which is funny. And then Pulsasuchus is, I'm gonna be honest, loud boy. I was almost more excited about this one than I was about Deinosuchus. Hold on, we gotta go with a red one. It looks funky. It's pretty much accurate. That's how Pulsasuchus looks. Pretty sure it is anyway. Ooh, wait. Oh, the patterns are cool. Oh, they're cool. Thought they walked on 4 legs. No, they didn't. They're bipedal. For the most part, anyway. That's just old walking with dinosaurs inaccuracies. Right, we'll release a pair of these. And then it's time for you-know-who. The big gators. Skins are about what you'd expect. It's a gator, and the osteoderms and tail stripes are colored. And that's kind of exactly what I thought they'd do. Males are, funnily enough, less colorful. But yeah, Pulsasuchus being quadrupedal is very much like a 90s thing with walking with dinosaurs.
Now, please stand by.
Right, let's start with this Metasuchus. I don't know how big they are. We're gonna see that in a second. No, you actually got that correct, funnily enough. I'm surprised as much as you are.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Desmatasuchus to the park.
Very nice little guys. There's a goat up here. Yeah, I do like these guys. They're probably, funnily enough, the ones I was least excited about, though I do really like their inclusion. Okay, the blueprint for the hatchery I use isn't doing the animation any favors, but like it
Ladies
sticks out
and
really far in
gentlemen,
front of the gate,
we
so
are
it
pleased
does.
to welcome
It's a
a
good animation.
Desmatasuchus to the park.
These guys were, funnily enough, despite how much I like them, the ones I was least excited about in the pack, because I'm a big fan of Evolution 2's and now Evolution 3's Shoni and Stixo. So these are really cool. But they were probably ones I was least excited about, and obviously Posasuchus and Deinosuchus were top dogs in this DLC. They're tiny, yes they are. We're gonna lead them down into the swamp. They are quite slow though, it seems. Wait, does the goat follow the jeep? I'm stuck in a bush. Oh my god, the ghost follows the Jeep. That's actually hilarious. Pretty sure it's following anyway. Yeah, no, it's actually following the Jeep. I didn't know it did that. Plus, Sukas will probably be tiny as well. Well, to be fair, they're tiny by dinosaur standards, sure, but they are quite large animals by modern day standards. Right, we're gonna lure them out into there. We'll place some nests down in a moment. Let's release the Posuchus. Again, the blueprint isn't doing this any favors, but hey. Oh yeah, I went through the wall. I love this thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Postosuchus to the park.
Very cool. What are you doing? They're not fast, but then they don't really need to be, do they? Their prey wasn't as fast either, so. It's still quite fast by human standards, I think. Not too sure, but pretty sure. We're gonna just leave them at the water's edge. I really like these guys. Postosuchus is always a species I've really wanted in the game, more than Deinosuchus, honestly. So I'm really glad to have these dudes in. They're beautifully detailed. I'm pretty sure only running this on like medium or high graphics. Yeah, medium. This game in general is just gorgeous. Look at this. Right. Time for big shitter. Deinosuchus. Okay, the trees are fucking up a little bit, but hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Deinosuchus
Right.
to the park.
Oh, wait. Hold on. This is pretty cool, like the blue and the orange with the green stripes. That's pretty sick. Alright, let's release the other ones as well. Making a lot of use of the Jeep here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Deinosuchus to the park.
Oh, they're quite fast, surprisingly. Not raptor fast, obviously, but they are pretty quick. Oh, fuck, hold on. I'm gonna lead them down towards the water. Thought they'd be bigger. I mean, they're pretty fucking huge. Oh, now the Postosuchus after me too. Great. Oh, oh, they're basking. That's cool. And I want to see one of these guys enter the water. And not do this. Oh, wait. He's scratching. What do they eat? Fish. They need a fish feeder. And I'm going to give them that. We're gonna extend the water here. I'm gonna give them that fish feeder, but they're gonna have to fucking swim for it. There. Okay, let's see. I think a lot of people overestimate how big Deinosuchus is. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's pretty much perfect. Okay, I don't know why they're walking across the water or across the land to get to it. Presumably they're going. No, he was just chilling. You going for the feeder? He is. Curious to see. Yeah, they would just eat from the water, actually. Spino does. A lot of media shows them being huge. Yeah, but a lot of media is incorrect. And Frontier, for their original designs, they tend to go a lot more paleo accurate, as shown with, like, Posasuka, if I can get to it. As shown with Posasukas. Because they could have very well gone quadrupedal for this one, which honestly I wouldn't have minded, but I quite like this design. Alright. I think that is all I'm going to be doing in terms of showing off. If people want to see the animations, I'm gonna say go check out Evolution Square's video. I know that just came out right before I started stream, which is probably why nobody's fucking here right now. Um, and with that being said and done, I'm gonna hop over into a creative world. I'm gonna see if they posted the update logs. Please say so. I'm gonna open Evolution 3's website. Hold on. Jurassic World Evolution 3. DLC. Crocodilia Coast. Or is it not on here? It's just new species. Oh right, that might be something we can go through still. Why is this on full screen? What's it called? The new stuff. Coastal. Yeah, we have a bunch of new blueprint. Ooh, shingles. We have nice beachy wood textures. I'm gonna love doing something with these. So I'm quite happy with these sets. That's 3 new patterns. Alright, floors. We have this wooden floor here. Okay, cool. Oh, what did it just do? I think it messed it up there. We have a new font. We have two new fonts. We have Noto Serif and this little tiny font, which is probably for like signs, which is gonna be really useful. Let's look how tiny that is. That's cool. Got some benches, picnic. It's a very nice looking bench here. That's these like props, little beach huts. Heat lamps, which are gonna be good. Very nice bin designs. Posts. Anchor, which will be really cool for lagoon decor. Little party lights. These are probably for like terraces. Very nice. Right, I'm gonna get to the blueprints. We have Boardwalk restroom, Boardwalk hotel, which is pretty nice looking. More of a motel, really, but still quite good. Restaurant. I like how we just have these big blueprints we can just plop down. Little like boardwalk restaurant again. You could also just put this like next to or on a beach too, which is nice. Boardwalk building. It's like another little cafe restaurant type deal. Almost like a New Orleans saloon looking thing. Row of beach huts. Beach building, like a little supply shed or something. Beach building too. Again, you could use these just like build a little vacationing area. The big old boardwalk sign we saw in the images, along with this, what's called canopy. Boardwalk seating, or it's called beach seating. And a separate little terrace area, an eating area, which is quite nice. Really happy with these blueprints and with the items. Let's look at the signs actually. Gift shop, fish, silver shell pier. You can make like, I like how they add these little like in canon themed areas almost. Because I believe with wetlands you had like a theme of like bayou river cruise tour stuff. Rebirth, we all Titanics. Oh, we have to do something with like a big boat attraction in a lagoon now. Fishing charters. Empty sign as a welcome to hotel open day. Seven Seas. A little wall banner. This is a cool one. Blue Marlin Bay. Lobster Inn. Billfish food and drinks. These are all very cool. I like these a lot. Oh, and we have new lampposts, which are also really nice. They also, like, they work well with boardwalks, these ones. This one especially feels very, like, theme parky to me, which I'm quite a fan of. I have a bunch of Discord pings again. Just nonsense. Okay, let's see. really like all of these. Now, I think that's going to be it for the showcase episode of or section of the stream. So if you're just here for that, that was it. I wanna start a new park build. Why is this? Is my stream lagging out or? Are we good or? Okay, I think we're good. Again, Frontier, the patch logs would be helpful. Games, no. They're not on, is it in the community hub? No. That's the DLC. We're gonna hit the main menu. Because I do know of one other thing they added. That wouldn't be down here. That would be the Hawaii tropical map. And I want to start working on a little bit of a park build here. So we're going to turn all of that down. Oh yeah, look at that. Oop. It's essentially the same map, that's funny. It's weird, because I could have sworn they were... Let's see it. Bye, Brian. Could have sworn they'd said that the... What do you mean I'm sleeping? I know it's 3 in the afternoon for you. What do you mean? Well, I am still not complaining because I still prefer this over the tropical map we had. Right then, Chris, we're gonna hop in. I think I'm also gonna switch out my music real quick to the J-Pog mix I used to run a lot because ooh, that's very loud. Is that good on LBS? I think that's fine. Gonna turn up the audio just a tiny bit. Right, because let's take a look. It looks to be, it's a little more muddy on the outskirts. And there is still a singular coniferous tree. No, second one. Right, so this does appear to be mostly the same map. I haven't actually checked. Did I? No, they still have yet to add a proper daytime setting, unfortunately. Which really sucks. Like a lot. Because let's be real, this is what the game should look like always. Yeah, this looks way better to the coniferous forest tropical map. But I am also going to be starting a bit of a park build on here. I'm going to see if I can't dusk better. Just lights up the other side. Look at that. This is, why can't we get a midday setting, Frontier? Because day and dusk, look, the sun's nearly down. Like, that's not day, that's evening. Or morning, I don't know. What is... yeah, you know what? We're going to start with a park build today. I've decided. A big Jurassic Park style thing, because I want to do that. Let's see, do we have any good blueprints I want to use? This one's cool, but not quite what I want. I want to do JP style because regardless of the coast theme, that's still my favorite way to do things. We're just gonna go with basic JP. Think so. Or we can do this and make it kind of look like the original arrival area. Well, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab this building. We're essentially gonna be stripping it bare pretty
Attention
much.
personnel. The park is opening and guests will be arriving shortly.
I need to pretty much erase the entire back end of this. Hmm. Okay, no, this ain't gonna work. I need to get like a basic arrival building shell in the JP style. So we're gonna visit the workshop. Make me mod, I can't say you just did. There we go. I don't know why. Crocodile Coast Habitat Base ZSH plate. Oh, didn't know he made one. Did he do the... Huh. Interesting. What's this? This is kind of what I want, funnily enough, but it's just a map, I think. Or not. No, I don't think it is. Hold on. No, it isn't. And I can just plop this down, which is nice. This is a park tour building, so we're gonna have to... I'm gonna add it at the back of the park, actually.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And what I'm also gonna
is
do...
now open to use for whenever nature calls.
This particular building needs editing in the sense that I don't want it to be a park tour building. I want to use the Let's see, did you like the big whale and trike? What? I don't know where you posted it. I don't think I saw it. Oh, turtle. Not trike. Still, I didn't actually see it. Grab custom. Let's see. Let's see. And we're gonna copy that. Right, now we have what I actually wanted in this building. And this thing was built not to, well, it seems. There we go. I'm gonna look for any holes in the original blueprint, patch them up. Looks like we're all good. It's just, yeah, that's just a restroom. Fix delay. No, I'm not fixing the delay. That's not a thing that's possible. We're gonna... What the fuck do you sound depressed? I don't know. You tell me, numbers boy. Did the dog you get piss off with that? Fuck your mods. Haas, my mods aren't here. That was me. Haas, it's not gonna work. Why the hell isn't this possible, game? Creative, Colin. Real creative. we go. And then we're gonna just put some plants. There we go. Right, and this whole little area is pretty much just gonna be. Oh fuck! I forgot that. God damn it. Yeah, I'm essentially gonna have to redo the spot, I think. That's fun. Yeah, I'm gonna remove this after, just so I can quickly. There. Delete. The game's so bad that it sucked all. What? Colin, that's implying I had any to begin with. Right. Actually, just. There we go. There we go. Now we have it again. Now it's at the right height.
Open to use for whenever nature calls.
All right. Copy path style. And there we go. I could honestly see this leading into like a big river system throughout the park, so we're gonna keep that. Ah. I'm gonna grab the forest tool. The fuck is this? Okay. Removing all that. Not what I clicked on. Again, not what I'm doing. Game. Fucking cooperate. This fuck ass fence. There we go. Mega Quapo? Dude, are you high? Are you actually high? Genuine question. Oh, just insane then. And again, Frontier, this is how the game should look, not your weird fucking shadowy bullcrap. Okay. And now we make that look acceptable. we go, and then we're gonna do this. Actually, no, the forest probably is a bit better. This back here. Am I the only one who crashed since I have the DLC? I think I saw a Steam post about that. If that's happening, I'd recommend verifying the integrity of your game files. It might be because there's something off with the files. I know that was sometimes the thing with mods, so if you have used mods in the past, it might be that, or maybe the update didn't quite install right, then you just gotta do that to reset it, essentially. Also welcome. I see you're a first-time chatter. There we go. This is starting to be a pretty cool looking little spot so far. In my opinion, anyhow. I'm gonna grab some of this. Alright. Oh, why is is this? Hold on. Hey, welcome Egg Kuma to the stream. My chat was bugging out on the other monitor, so sorry for not seeing your chat right away. Gonna be a lot of this. Honestly, I might just skip part of the backside for now. Let's just do this front little area still. Bought the DLC just now, as did I. We took a little bit of a look at the new animals earlier, as well as the new blueprints and building sets. So far I'm quite chuffed with it. We gotta make sure this bends the right way out real quick. There we go. That'll eventually be headed for the... Well, we're not using the Jurassic World. Well, depends on if I can convincingly hide the JP logo, really. Or the JW logo. Sorry. We need signs. That'll be... Yeah, no, we're not convincingly hiding that, unfortunately. We're gonna have to come up with something else. I paid $0 for this DLC and I still played it. Okay. Okay, and we're gonna have that run that way. I'm gonna do is we're gonna do this to just extend the flattened area we already had. You're building Jurassic Park. I'm doing something inspired by it, but it's not gonna be a recreation so much as I'm just using that same style. So I'm gonna quickly put a gate here. And I'm gonna turn off the actual collision on these. So that in theory, a like Ranger vehicle or something could still get through here. These posts are a lot bigger than I thought they were, huh? I'm gonna hide this in the wall. Or in the yeah, wall, I guess is the correct term. Gotta change the keyboard and mouse, fair enough. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn on some thumb challenge settings. Yep. Feeder reserves off. On. Keep that off. Within the available space. I'm gonna do that just so I don't have to deal with annoying bullcrap. So we'll initiate fights and hunts. Increase. We're gonna set that to normal. Dino trade aggression. I'm gonna set that to off. On. Default. Enable that. Juveniles. Turn that on, I guess. Yeah. We're gonna set this to normal. 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 I added a bunch of new sandbox settings, it seems. Off. I'm gonna do fossils and expeditions, I guess. Actually, no, I'm not. That's dumb. And scientists will also remain off. Fuel, vehicles, sabotage risk. Normal. Hard. Set that off. Maintenance wear and tear on. Defaults. And we'll turn on the day sorry, the day-night cycle just cuts. Right, we need to start work on the actual visitor area now. Let's section this area off. That's odd looking. All right. Oh, what's this called? Jurassic Tour. Oh, park tour truck. Okay. JP style safari ride. That is what I need. Pretty much exactly what I need, in fact. Right, I want to do a thing I've been wanting to build for a while. You know what? No, we're not going to do a bridge. I'm going to stretch out this path. Arrival guest transport is what we're calling this. Is there any particular tour I want? Loki, I might use that one. Kind of the dilapidated, dirty one I quite like. Let me just draw this dirt road in. Just so I can kind of see where it actually runs. A bit easier anyway. Rebrush. That's goofy looking. Rating. Oh, no, not what I want to do there. Rating, accept. Oh, this thing is massive. That's overboard. That's not what I want. Super Visitor Center, no. Honestly, I might just go with this one. I think this works best with what I want. And we're gonna move that back. Okay. What I'm gonna quickly do, I'm gonna grab this, move it over one so I can see the edges of this piece. Okay. There we go. Hmm. These are all separate, like, external pieces, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna recolor the roof. There we go. Good thing all of that was already grouped up in an easy way. And there we go. And now it's a bit more colorful. I do like that. We're just gonna make these fully dark to make them look somewhat metallic, because I can't be bothered putting in a new one, to be honest. That's because it's not powered. Hold on. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Let's see. There we go. We're gonna add that. Or actually, I feel like this. Yeah, this is a lot better looking. Come out here. Gates. Yeah, that's cool. Right. I need a large substation here, pretty much. Yeah, there. And I think over here will be the staff sector area. There we go. And we're gonna grab one of the decal blueprints for the helipad. All right. Dynamic, there we go. Oh, it's not fully fleshed out looking, but it looks, at least it looks like something. I'm gonna turn that off. I'm going to be right back. Alright, sorry about that, I'm back. Let's, what I'm gonna quickly do, I'm gonna have to disable the collisions to the back end of this. Actually, no, I'm just gonna turn that off. Actually. Hmm. The generator. That would in theory power it. Or make it functional anyway. There. What are good JP variants? Um. Yeah, you know what? No, we're not doing this. We're gonna stick with the cable variant. What does... That's not really something I want. Nuclear power plant. I mean, it looks pretty cool, but not really something I want in Jurassic Park. Can I not change terrain here? What is this? There we go. Gonna make this a pretty hefty pathway. Get it quickly. There we go. Now we'll also need a paleo-medical facility. Also, I made some toast just now, so for reading that late, I didn't notice I was busy thinking. I'm not great at doing things while thinking. Not necessarily a flaw per se, but... There we go. We're gonna have our big old command compound at what's gonna be the entrance to the staff sector. There we go. And we are going to also throw in a staff housing area. Now we have one of every needed building in the park, except for one. The hatchery. I'm going to just go with this one.
Attention personnel. We have detected power outages across the site.
No, you haven't. There's just no power yet. And there we go. That's going to be our little holding pen, essentially. There we go. Okay, that doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Loki, we're just gonna put it here. And then connect it up. There we go. I'm gonna temporarily connect these. There we go. Not gonna be able to do much here, unfortunately. Maybe I can place trees, actually. That works well enough. In my opinion, anyway. Weather ain't great, though. There we go. Center A, because I have a feeling we might need more. Visitor center, arrival point. Okay. We do still need this thing powered. This helipad is probably kind of useless, but we're gonna change it up a little bit. I need temporarily place a bit. Actually, no, because I just need to connect this space. Yeah. Okay, and then boom. There we go. We just gotta connect this. There. And that is the entirety connected. Do you light up? No. Yeah, maintenance facility. Well, ooh. And we're gonna just so task 1, 2, 3. Right. Look at this. This building looks cool. I think this looks cool. Also, I could totally just like hide it. No? Oh. Yeah, sorta. Hmm. Oh well. I'm gonna quickly check for obstructions. Guests. Yeah, they can't get to the actual tunnel through. So okay, that's cool. It's functional, which is the only part I really gave a crap about. So this does have the right helicopter. Okay. Cool. Building a med facility is good. Probably gonna have a second area at some point. Full center doesn't really do anything. Okay. I think for the first part that is good. How long have we been going? About just under 2 hours. Well, only like 1.5, one, 1 and 20 minutes for the actual building section. So we're gonna go more, but all right. Hold on. Class. I totally forgot we have these now. Hell yeah. The non-grid variants, please, game. Thank you. Hmm. We gotta think real quick. Kinda wish it was just the one pane, but you know, good enough. We're going to create a little bit of a wall for an enclosure here. There we go. I think this will probably be for Compsognathus, I think. Hmm. Right then. I think this is going to be the final wall segment before I grab the rocks and finish off this exhibit. No, I need it. Okay, these are grouped. I need one more section. Thing is, it needs to fit compies is the issue. There we go. Yeah, I think it's a good size for the wall. Let me quickly refresh the screen. There we go. Right, we're gonna grab rocks. Rock. There we go. We're gonna start making a rock wall here. To keep the comps from getting out. And we're gonna... Loki is just gonna use this as the gate. And then I probably have a gate somewhere. Actually, I can just grab fence. We're gonna see dinosaurs. There is indeed obstructed space. We're gonna put a feeder pretty much right this window. No, we gotta do this a bit more properly here. Hold on. Align to surface. Scale it down. Just run this fence along. Okay, cool. And I want to then... Honestly, what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab ferns. Bunch of them. There we go, and Loki, we're just gonna run an invisible fence through. And we have an impenetrable Compsognathus enclosure now. Cool. Vehicles can go through there now, so that's good. We're gonna start off with one batch of competes. Where's compies from, by the way? Late Jurassic, okay. So this guy's not going in the Triassic area. Ugh, sorry. Ugh. He's not going in the Triassic area, so we can't use him. I'm gonna go tropical for the skins. Right. And then we're gonna do pretty much the same for these guys. Nope, I need to discard these. Because I do need to add the Humble trait. Fuck it, let's make him poisonous, why not?
Personnel, please.
Or wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, no, that tracks. Should be venomous then, but you know. Why is this on slow-mo? Yeah, we're gonna start with this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Compsognathus to the park.
And these would technically be visible. No, this one's supposed to run the other way around.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Compsognathus to the park.
Let's put in the compies. Now, what do you need? Pretty much nothing. Arid is correct for them, apparently, and they can't actually get out here, so... You know. Oh, they're only bringing over one at a time. Damn. I'm cooking, join call. Hold on. I have the Discord audio off, so I should be able to just... Hold on. I gotta test this real quick. What I'm gonna do... deafening output volume. There we go. Set that to 0. Gonna quickly test something. He's literally just making lasagna. Literally, he told me to join a call. He's making lasagna. Hold on, I gotta turn the output volume.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Compsognathus to the park.
This was... I'm just sitting in a call watching this dude make lasagna now. I don't know. Oh, you can hear me over a stream. Fuck you! I can faintly hear myself in his background audio. I'm gonna judge your cooking life on camera now. These guys are more than good in here. I'm gonna add another batch.
Incubation personnel, please stand by. Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Compsognathus to the park.
Not having your ass on the stream, bro. Oh, dat kan zeker gaan. Right, anyway. I'm gonna start decorating this area.
To the park.
Right, well that was that. These are too tall to have everywhere. I'm gonna make them sparse.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Compsognathus to the park.
Is that thing in here? No, it ain't. I gotta find that plant. Also, if you're wondering who I was talking to for a second, I was in a call with some friends and I had to mute it on the stream, so. And they're all perfectly contained in their exhibit, so that's good. Just set a generator right down there, honestly. And there we go, that's now sort of lighting up these. That's nice. I gotta fix some of these because Frontier didn't place them on the gates correctly. Seems he also fucked up the decals. Yeah, we'll keep it as it. Honestly, I don't even like the decals on these. so fucking many of them, and I honestly just think they make the gates look worse, so I'm not keeping any. At all. Look at this little lively Compsognathus exhibit. They're still good if I do that? Yeah, they're still good if I do that. And honestly, it looks pretty good. That, and we actually have people in the park now, so that's cool. Now, this is going to be a park I work on in the background, but I might occasionally do a stream on here. So, yeah. I think that is where I'm going to end things off for today, though. I'm going to... No, I'll do that later. So, I will see you all in either the next video or next stream. So, without further ado, have a good one.